First question on the board. We need to circle around the wall. That circle tells me to start on that side and do what's next to it. What's next to it? A 9. That's a positive 9, so I need to subtract 9 from both sides. 15 minus 9 is 6. You got it. The two 9s cancel it. And that equals negative 3p. I'm just going to write over here so I'm out of the room a little bit. Negative 3p. When I have a number next to a letter, what do I have to do? Just shout it out. Divide. Anyone disagree? Excellent. Divide by negative 3. 6 divided by negative 3, negative 2. Those cancel. P equals negative 2. Again, you can check this. You don't have to, but when you do the quiz tomorrow, if I want to check, make sure you have the correct answer, I can plug that back into the original question. So I'm going to take 15 equals 9 minus 3, but P equals negative 2, so I'm going to plug negative 2 into there. And what happens? 15 equals 9, negative 3 times negative 2 is a positive 6, and that is true. That's how you can check it. Okay? It's too much work to check your answer. That's what you have to do. If you don't want to, then you let me tell you it's right or wrong and go from there. Number 2. Same thing as number 1. I'm not going to do all of it. I'll give you a start on what you should do. On this problem, I need to circle and draw my wall. What do I do next? What's next to the circle? 4. I'm going to minus 4 to both sides. You can finish it. It's the same thing as number 1. I just want to make sure you saw those main steps. Okay, let's take a look at number 3. Again, I need to circle, draw my wall. Now, here's my circle. What's next to the circle? A 9. That's a positive 9, so I put minus 9 to both sides. When I do that, those cancel, and I get C over negative 5 equals negative 5 minus 9 is negative 14. Again, I'm just going to rewrite it here. We have C over negative 5 equals negative 14. We did this last week. And with this type of problem, this line right here means divide. So what's the opposite operation of divide? Survey says what? Multiply. So I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 5. Multiply both sides by negative 5. This cancels, and I get C equals a negative times a negative is a positive. I'm going to leave you to do the last step. Tell me what that answer is later. Number 4. You have a 3 on the bottom. Put parentheses around it. And you're going to multiply this side by 3. And this line means divide. So I'm going to do the opposite. I got to multiply Whatever number this bottom was, I put up here and then cancel each other out. And here's my wall. Whatever I do on one side, I have to do on the other side. So when I do that, I get 2 plus y equals -1 times 3 is -3. Raise that wall a little bit. -3. We did this last week. This is the one-step equation. Just like we did before. Circle, wall. I do what's next to the circle. There's a 2, so I have to do the opposite to move it. -2 to both sides. That cancels. And I get y equals -3 minus 2 is -5. Some of you are thinking the negative and negative is a positive. That's only when you multiply. Here you are subtracting. -3 minus 2 is -5. Again, you can plug it back into the original equation and get your answer. Okay? Any questions? Okay. Thing number 5. Draw my wall, and notice that the X is on this side. That's the side I'm going to start with. The number on the outside of the parentheses tells me I have to do what? All right. That's one option. Someone else have another idea? Multiply. What if I do these little errors? The rabbit, the bunny. It's going to hop and multiply with both of those numbers. Remember that. You get goofy with some bunny ears on you. You only got to hop. You only got to multiply. 5 times 2 is 10x. 5 times -3 is 15. So we have 10x minus 15. So you're taking the 5 times everything inside equals 15. Circle. I still have my wall there. What's next to the circle? Minus 15, and what you said in the back was excellent, because that's a minus 15. I need to do the opposite. So I need to add 15, and I have 10x equals, those cancel, 30. So 10x equals 30. This is what we did last week, our one-step equation. A number next to a letter, I need to do what? Divide. You agree with that? Anyone disagree? Okay, good. Divide by 10. Cancels out. X equals 3. Any questions on that? 60 minus 2 minus 3p equals 16. Again, I always want to circle the number and the letter, and I want to make sure that I put the minus sign in with the number and letter. They go together. I have circles on the same side. I need to combine like terms. So 6 minus 3 is 3p. Then I bring down the minus 2, and that equals 16. Next step, circle, draw the wall. What's next to the circle? Minus 2, which means I have 2. Anyone? And what do you do to both sides? That's it. Add 2 to both sides. That cancels. 3p equals 18. Again, we did this last week. We're just doing one extra step this week. Sometimes 2. Divide by 3. Because when I have a number next to a letter, I have to divide. This cancels the 1. I'm left with p equals 6. Number 6. Oh, take that back. Number 7. 8 minus, again, what's next to that minus sign? An invisible 1. What does that mean I need to do? Let's first make our wall and figure out which side we're starting at. All right, all the letters are over here. A bunch of letters. But first, our orders of operations say we have to take care of the parentheses. So let's rewrite this 8n, but this negative 1, circle it, take that rabbit, and we're going to hop and multiply with both numbers. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2n. Don't forget the n. A negative times negative is a? Try that again. Negative and negative is a? Excellent. So it's a positive 3 equals 15. Now we're back to what we did in the problem above. Again, there's a P and a P up here, right? Same thing. Circle the 8n, circle the minus 2n with it. 2 circles, same side, combine them. 8 minus 2 is 6n, plus 3 equals 15. Okay, now, as always, circle, draw my wall. That circle tells me to start on that side. And do what's next to it. What was it? Yes. Subtract 3 to both sides. These cancel, and I got 6n equals 15 minus 3 is 12. Ding, 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 ding. All right, now, for the final answer. What do I do to get the final answer? Yes. Divide 6 to both sides. Those cancel. And equals 2. And that is the answer. All right, thanks for playing. Again, wall. Where are my letters? Oh, right over here. I need to start on that side. Number on the outside of the parentheses, what am I going to do? Top and multiply. Hopefully those here is reminding you what we're doing. Trying to be goofy so you remember what we're doing. Negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. Negative 2 times 9, negative 18 equals 24. As usual, circle. What's next to the circle? Negative 18. We have to do what? Plus 18. Does anyone disagree? Excellent. We're going to add 18 to both sides. And we're going to get negative 6x. Those that cancel. And then we have 24 plus 18. That would be 2. 42 if I did my math correct. 8 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 2, 3, 4. That would be correct. So go ahead and write this. What's the last thing we have to do? A number next to a letter. We have to divide negative 6 to both sides. And my answer is x equals, you can figure that out. Answer, negative 7. Okay? Number 9. Circle, draw my wall. What's next to the circle? Plus 12. All right. 5x plus 12. What's next to the circle? We have the minus 12 to both sides. This cancels. 5x equals, and I know some of you were thinking, oh, there's a negative and a negative. No, it's negative 13 minus 12, which is negative 25, and that's why I saw a little confusion going on. You have to make sure this is a negative 25. A number next to a letter means I have to do what? Divide. Divide both sides by 5, And I get x equals -5. So double check your sheet. Correct what you had a problem with. Again, draw my wall. Let's see my letters. Let's circle them. Circle them. 2 circles on the same side. I need to combine them. 3 minus 5 is -2a. Plus 2 equals -14. Again, circle. Find my letters. Where do I start? Where the circle is. What's next to the circle? Plus 2. What do I do? I minus 2 to both sides. Excellent. -2 to both sides. These cancel. I get -2a equals -14 minus 2 is -16. The number next to a letter. What do I have to do? Break it in half, so I have to divide it. Divide by -2. Divide by -2. That cancels, and I get a equals. A negative over a negative is a positive. So a negative divided by negative is a positive. So my answer is +8.